What's up, rookies? Welcome to another snippet on what pharmacists do. Well, to become a pharmacist, you do have to go to pharmacy school. You get a pharmacy intern license. I usually encourage pharmacy students to work, anywhere in any pharmacy to get experience because you never know where that experience is going to take you in the future, whether it's your next residency, your fellowship applications, or even job applications. So today I'm really excited to have with us a pharmacy intern, Ryan Henry. Ryan works with me at Contra Costa Regional Medical Center, and he goes to the same pharmacy school that I went to, Touro University, California. So I love Ryan. Ryan, welcome. I'm really happy to have you.
Hi, Brigitte. Thank you for having me today. So glad to be here.
I'm so excited that you're here. And this is different because I've usually been speaking to pharmacists, and I'm really happy to have someone who is on the way there, who is working on it, who is on that journey. So
Mm,
can you start by telling us about yourself? Why did you decide to go to pharmacy school, and where are you on that journey?
Great question. My name is Ryan Henry. I am a third year pharmacy student at Touro University, California.
Mm-hmm,
I graduate in 2024.
mm-hmm,
And why I chose pharmacy. So, as a younger boy, my grandmother had a lot of indications, and I was the person that helped manage a lot of her meds. So that's something that really interested me. Like, why does she take all these things? Like, what do they all mean? What do they all do? Kind of thing. And
mm-hmm.
then one thing also that affected me, another big reason why I chose pharmacy was because I had a lot of eczema as a kid, and so I used a lot of creams and ointments and things like that. And I'm like, how does this help me? Like, what does it do? Like, I'm a curious person. So yeah,
Okay,
that's
okay, okay.
and at this point now, I am a paid intern at Contra Costa Regional Medical Center.
That's right.
And I'm loving working with my team and Brigitte over here. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
So some kind of family history of medication use, right? And you got
yep,
to wondering, how do these things work? And
hmm
you wanted to learn more and be able to, serve the rest of the community in terms of safe medication use.
definitely.
And right now you're almost there, just one more. Well, you're on your third year now, so
Third year, yeah,
2024, you'll be all grown up and you'll be all done.
yes, yes,
And you're doing good. I see you working every day and coming into work every day. And I've seen you learn and grow throughout the years. And I can assure you, you're going to be an amazing pharmacist.
thank you, Brigitte. I appreciate that.
So, what do you do at CCRMC? What are some of your job responsibilities?
Great question. So I was hired in December of 2020.
Right.
So our big thing for Contra Costa was the COVID vaccine, and the Pfizer vaccine had just started rolling out. So our
Yeah.
job was to prep um, uh, with dispensing, drawing, etc.
I remember
And
those days. Those
yeah,
days. Yeah.
those days were crazy. But
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
great thing I think that I want to reference is that for Contra Costa County alone, we were able to vaccinate over 1 million people.
Woo!
Yeah, and to put that into context, there's only 1.1 million people in Contra Costa County, so we got like 96% of our
Oh my
people out there.
gosh.
So we did a great job. We did a great job.
We did. We did.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you were part of it.
And yep, I was part of it. So
Yes,
happy.
yes, yes.
Um, and then as time progressed, I started working with our transitions of care team. So we do a lot of med recs for patients who are admitted and discharged.
Mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
then I also helped on the other side in diabetes, where I helped create appointments because we had a long
Yes.
list of patients
I
that we
remember
needed to
that we had
enroll.
the longest work queue of patients
Yeah,
referred and they hadn't been enrolled yet. And you got
yeah.
involved in calling them out and signing them up. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And but now a lot of my role is inpatient work. So I help technicians with a lot of medication deliveries, pulling meds, stocking, making sure everything is stocked well. And then
Mm-hmm.
from time to time, I also will get some clinical projects from management and other pharmacists, which I really do enjoy.
Yes, yes. And speaking of projects, Ryan, you were just our hope, the solution. You helped us find a solution to one very serious problem that we had recently. One of
Mhm.
our one of our refrigerators had temperatures that just went above range. And we had some vaccines in there. We had some other important medications in there. And we had to figure out, were these medications still good to use for our patients? And management had you take care of that. So can you go over your role in that very important project for us?
Yes, of course. So for people who don't know what a temperature excursion is, it's basically when the temperature of the fridge goes either too hot or too cold. In this case, it was too hot, got to about 56 degrees for 3 hours.
Yeah.
And so my job was to reach out to the pharmaceutical companies to see, are these drugs still good? Are they short
And just
dated?
so we can know, what's the normal refrigerator temperature? I think
Oh,
it's
that's a great
46.
question.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I think
Yeah.
it's 46 degrees Fahrenheit to like 36 degrees
Yeah.
Fahrenheit.
Okay.
It's
And we
around
were
that
at
range.
56. So we got really hot in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
above 10 degrees, that's
Mhm.
pretty hot.
Yeah.
So, luckily, a lot of these companies will have certain good research and development teams, and they are
Mhm.
able to research whether or not the drug is still good. And so I will show you now
Ooh.
one of the companies that did that. So
Okay. Okay.
this company is Sanofi.
Mm-hmm.
Sanofi is the ones who make our influenza vaccines.
Yeah.
So can you see the
I can see.
my
I can
screen?
see. Welcome to Sanofi Medical Information.
Yes. So what I was able to do is I was able to contact their research and development team, their medical information, and I was able
Uh-huh.
to use this website to
Uh-huh.
see if our vaccine was still good. So they have a temperature stability calculator. For us, it was Fluzone, so
Mm-hmm.
regular Fluzone, quadrivalent, multi-dose or single dose unit.
Yeah.
We see the temperature got so to reference it for
Celsius.
Celsius, it's
Mm-hmm.
between 8 and 25. It didn't
Yeah.
get above 25.
Yeah. Yeah. Got it.
So we do that. And then
Mm-hmm.
for how long? It was
Yeah.
less than 72 hours. It was about three
Right.
hours.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then were any of them activated, prepared, or mixed for administration? No. They were
Yeah.
all still in the box, brand new.
Yeah. We didn't use them.
So we calculate and it says the stability results
Got
are
that. Mm-hmm.
okay to work.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
when we print the results, hopefully you'll be able to see this.
Hopefully.
Can you see my
There you
screen?
go. Yeah, I see results for Fluzone quadrivalent. And then at the bottom, result reads Fluzone quadrivalent influenza vaccine single dose unit is still suitable for use.
So we were
Okay.
good on that note.
You're
That was
good
the
to
big.
go. Yeah. Yeah.
Would you like me to talk about the other drugs that were in the fridge,
Yeah.
or
What other
is that
drugs were in the fridge?
so? The other drugs that were in the fridge were things Pfizer. We had Pfizer Zosyn, premix Zosyn,
Antibiotic.
and
Mm-hmm.
antibiotics. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We had Baxter vancomycin, which is also a frozen premix,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and we also had a vancomycin um, premix that is made through a third-party company.
Yeah. Through our cap.
So through
Yeah.
caps,
I know that.
exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Unfortunately, they didn't have as much research on the excursion. So what we had to rely on was what the stability was at room temp. Now, it
Okay.
didn't get that high. Room temp was about 68 to 77 degrees.
Okay.
But the Pfizer only lasted, the Zosyn only lasted a day. The
Yeah.
vancomycin lasted 3 days. And then the pre-mixed vancomycin we had to toss. We
Yeah.
weren't certain about that one.
Yeah,
So
so we had to
unfortunate.
toss that. And then we
Mhm.
also had to toss the Zosindin because after one day we tossed whatever was left.
Yeah, after the day, we short dated it for that day, and then
Yeah.
it was gone. Same with the Vanco, short
Hmm.
dated it, gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was my role in
That
that
was
position.
awesome because that's how we use our students because as pharmacists, we are caught up in the workflow, right?
Mhm.
Taking care of our patients, verifying orders and answering the phones and drug information questions and all that. And we're very fortunate when we have pharmacy students and pharmacy interns, whether they're staff or on rotation, because when unexpected things like this come up, you guys are who we rely on to take the extra time to make the phone calls, to reach out, to get the package inserts and to print out information and to short date the drugs and to discard them if we need to discard them. So I just really wanted you to come on and and go over this project with us, because it just shows the essential role that student interns and pharmacy interns in general play in as a support system for the pharmacy team. So I really appreciate you sharing all this great job that you did with us. And I'm curious to see, Ryan, to know, what are your long-term, or let's say 5-year pharmacy goals? What are your, what are you driving towards or heading towards? What are your goals?
So I would love to see more aspects of pharmacy. I've only been on one rotation so far, and that was
Okay.
a community rotation. My next rotation is going to be at Alameda Hospital in Alameda.
Okay.
It's my
So it's
so I haven't gotten a full exposure of pharmacy. However, I am fortunate enough to work at Contra Costa and get a lot of those ideas, some AM care, some acute care, and I think
yes.
in my eyes, I see myself in inpatient or some kind of acute setting
We
because
rubbed up on you.
yeah, I love that work. I love it in there.
Okay.
Working in inpatient is where I see myself.
Okay.
Um, I plan to apply for residency
Okay.
once it comes
Awesome.
along.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Who
Maybe
knows? Who knows?
if the people still really love me at Contra Costa, maybe I'll end up working with you, Brigitte. Who knows?
I know I love you, and speaking to
thank you.
others, I
Yeah,
know we all love you.
okay.
So we would love to have you, and this is why I say, work experience is important, because you
Mhm.
get to experience different aspects of pharmacy and kind of figure out what you love. But not only that, you get to network, you get to meet pharmacists, you get to expose yourself to possibly your future employer, possibly someone who could write you a recommendation for residency. We have a lot of we have great management who see what you do, and whose letters of recommendations will make a great impact on your future, whatever you apply to. And that's just my opinion. I really think that you're awesome, that you're doing really well, and you're on your path to matching into any residency you want to.
Thank you. Thank you.
And before we go, do you have you're not a pharmacist yet, but you've come so far. You've come a long way. You've had a lot of experiences that many aspiring pharmacists or even current pharmacy students have not had. So what advice do you have for them, and even for us, because we all learn from one another?
It That's a great question. So my advice for pharmacy students, I really only have one thing. It's one really important thing.
Okay.
My advice for pharmacy students is to try to get involved, try to be a part of some kind of organization, right? ESHP, CHSP, AHSP. You'll learn what those acronyms are if you're a student watching this and you have no idea what I'm
Yes.
talking about. You will learn this in pharmacy school.
Yeah.
But there's something I take to heart with this, and you taught me this.
Ah,
Network is your net worth.
that's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna glad you're
I
paying
beat you
attention.
to it, but
It's
we'll say
true, right?
we'll say it again. Say it again for people who didn't get it.
Network is your absolute net worth. Okay.
It is.
The
It is.
more people you get to meet and know and share your aspirations with, the more possibilities you open yourselves up to.
Agreed.
And I know you're on your path to getting into DSHP. I just know that. And I personally think, because think about it, if you're in the Diablo Society of Health System Pharmacists and you're going to meetings and meeting people and getting involved in projects, and members of these organizations are your residency directors, they're your pharmacy directors, they're your pharmacists, and they get to know you, and you don't know if they'll be sitting at your interview table or looking at your job application in 2-3 years from now. And as long as you have the passion for what you're doing, which I know you do, and you get involved and volunteer and give back, it always comes back to you 4 times more. And well, I'm glad you learned the lesson, you heard it.
Of course.
And
Yes. Yes.
you're doing amazing, Ryan. I just so happy that you could make it here today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day. I know you're busy. Even if you're not busy, you deserve to take a break and relax and recharge for the week. So I really appreciate you being here
Of course.
to go over
I
all
love
this
being here.
with us. Thank you, Ryan. And hopefully we can have you more and talk about some other projects that come up later.
Heck
Right?
yeah. Yeah. I'm ready. I'm here. Whenever you need me, Brigitte.
He said, heck yeah. All right, Ryan. Love you. Thank you so much. All right,
Bye.
guys, if you have any questions for Ryan later, you can always reach out to me here on Instagram or on my website, therickypharmacist.com, and I'll definitely put you in touch with Ryan, and I'm sure he'll love to answer any questions that you have. Until the next one, God bless you. I love you. Bye-bye.